Hey Raiders, I'm hoping everybody's having a wonderful day. Seeing so many great screenshots in Discord as of late, everyone getting so lucky with all of these summons. I haven't been too lucky on my main account, but honestly, that's okay. There's already tons of champions that I still need to build up, so I am content with just building up my pity. Even though I haven't been too lucky on my main account, I still want to try out my luck on this 2x event for Primal Shards. We have double rates for epics, legendaries, and mythicals. My account still doesn't have a mythical yet. If you guys have been around, the closest thing I have to a mythical is Lady Mikage that I'm one champion away from fusing. Someday, Alfred will come home. Important little message for the folks out there who are on the fence about Raid Shadow Legends, newer players, or seasoned veterans that are looking to spice things up a little bit. Please consider downloading Raid Shadow Legends down below, getting yourself 5 starter champions. Here's a quick guide on how to do that. First things first, uninstall Raid Shadow Legends. However, if you are playing on Plarium Play on the PC, just log out of your account instead of uninstalling. Click on my personal Raid download link. Go through all of the new user prompts and use a new email and password. Next up, reinstall Raid by clicking on Play for Free. From there, you want to launch the game, go through the tutorial, and check your storage for your first legendary Corrado. With my link alone, you'll get 3 more epics after that. Tigore at level 10, Ugo at level 20, and Vergus at level 30. Although, Vergus is secretly a legendary in disguise. And of course, don't forget to use a legendary promo code exclusively for new accounts, such as GETALICE for Alice the Wanderer. I'll also leave alternative legendary promo codes in my description for those of you who don't really care for Alice. See you guys in there! Without further ado, I only have 10 Primal Shards to summon during this event. Not really expecting too much from it, to be honest with you, because my luck has been really dry on the main account. But I was able to get something juicy on the free-to-play account, and we can touch up on that in a little bit. Before we rip off the band-aid and just see pure disappointment underneath that thing, let me know down in the comments, what did you guys get with your Primal Summons? Alright, even though it's been dry, I'm rubbing up my CC luck, warming up my hands, my fingertips for something epic. Epic by I mean at least one epic. Please don't disappoint me, Plarium. It's been so sad lately. Oh, we got the epic. We got 2 epics that I've been looking for, quote unquote. Kellen the Shrike, Scabrius, Rockbreaker, all champions that I haven't seen before. Anna looks like a Shadowkin champion. Honestly, not too bad for a 10 pull for me. I was really not expecting 4 epics. Oh my goodness, no, she is not a Shadowkin, she is a barbarian. Barbarians always need a little bit more clothing. No flippin' way, Rockbreaker is a dwarf? Of course. How could I do any summon video without a dwarf coming home? Ada's A1 is a single target multi-hit, having a 15% chance of getting an extra turn. A2 single target attack with an 80% chance of placing a weakened debuff for 3 turns. It's also on a 3-turn cooldown at base. You don't even have to level this up. A3 is a single target attack as well and has an 80% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 3 turns. She doesn't sound too bad for bossing, I'll be honest. Let's take a look at her ratings in game. Oof. Chimera, Iron Twins Fortress, Hydra, Phantom Shogun's Grove, and Demon Lord. Of course, Faction Wars, because her aura gives 40 accuracy in Faction Crypts when she is the team lead. Rockbreaker's A1 increases his champion's defense by 4% each time the skill is used, stacked up to 20%. A2 has a 75% chance of placing a provoked debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, and places a counterattack buff on himself for 2 turns. turns. That's so funny. The skill name is Chest Thump. I love that. I want to use him just for that. But we get the new dwarf champion during the fusion. Maybe him and Rockbreaker can be buddos. Rockbreaker's passive has a 25% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on himself by 50% each time this champion is attacked. Oh my goodness. His aura is for arena battles and it increases ally defense by 30%. That's interesting. Only good rating he has is for faction wars, unfortunately. I thought that Scabrius was new, but I actually already have a copy for him. He has a poison on his A1, leech debuff on his second attack, and for A3, he has a weaken debuff while placing an increased attack buff on himself if the weaken debuff is placed. So I lied. I already have him. Yeah, Kellen the Shrike is a new one for me. I don't want to take a look at the reviews yet. I like to look over their kit first. Honestly, he kind of looks like this other champion that I have. I think his name's like Jolly something. It's a Christmas themed champion that's an epic and I can't seem to find him. Ah, here we go. Okay, so look at Kellen, right? And then look at this champion. They kind of look very similar if you just close your eyes a little bit and just pretend as if they were wearing the same set of clothes. All right, Kellen, what do you have for us? A1 has a weaken debuff for 2 turns. A2, while attacking an enemy twice, he decreases their turn meter by 50%. The second hit has a 75% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, also placing a perfect veil buff on himself. A3 is an AoE attack and damage increases by 5% for each debuff on the target. He sounds more for bossing than anything. Once you get the passive unlock, he ignores shield buffs when attacking under a perfect veil. Might pair up pretty okay with Rector Drath. His ratings, all in the green. That is what I like to see. Faction Wars, Sea and Devil, Dragon Layers being the best spots for him, as well as the other keeps. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad because I do use Rector Drath quite often. Moving on to my free-to-play alt account, I only have 1 Primal, but we did summon 2 Sacred Shards recently. I did not record it, unfortunately, so I was a little bit busier on the weekend, and I didn't want to miss out on summoning it. The 2 Sacred Shards that I summoned, these were the first 2 Sacred Shards, mind you. We managed to pull Freya Fate Weaver for the first Sacred Shard. It was a legendary during the ×2 event, and look at this. She seems to be a carry in basically everything, except for Fire Knight. Plus, she is defense-based. I love my defense-based champions. Ever since I got Lysanther Beastbane on my main account, I am a huge fan of defense-based characters. Her A1 is an AoE attack and has a chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Whenever her shield buff wears off because of damage, it automatically reactivates her A1. This is limited to once per turn. A2 increases defense for all allies for 2 turns, while placing a shield buff on them as well. The shield scales off of Freya's defense and the target's champion max HP. Sounds insane. I have never read that conditional before. This is a first time for me. Her A3 removes all debuffs from allies and places a block debuffs buff on them for 2 turns, while filling their turn meters by 20%. I want to get Freya built up ASAP. She honestly might be my next 60. It would be smarter to get Tigore or something to 60 first, because I did dump some books into him. And we all know it's really flipping hard to get legendary books, especially during the early game. All right, no more stalling. I'm gonna rip them open. As you can see, we've been a little bit better with my shards. Been saving up the ancient shards, and I didn't pull all of them right away after getting them. To me, ancient shards are easier to hold on to versus void, primals, and sacreds. Whenever there's a 2x chance for those ones, I really want to pull. Especially void shards, because I still want Cold Heart and Painkeeper. Heard that it is better to do progressive chances on the void shards if you're trying to look for the rares. First ever Primal shirt on this free-to-play account. If I get a mythical, I'm quitting my main 100%. I'm not even kidding. Thank goodness. Redcloak Tonico, a Shadowkin champion. Not bad, not bad at all. A1 stealing a target's turn meter, A2's an AoE attack, and places an increased accuracy buff on everybody for 2 turns, also having a 50% chance of decreasing the turn meters of all enemies by 15%. Ooh, she's a controller. Her passive, once unlocks, removes 1 random buff from each enemy, then has a 50% chance of placing a 15% decreased speed debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. I just might build her up, especially for faction wars. She's got a nasty kit for straight up controlling. Chimera sitting at 4.7 with 20 ratings is pretty good, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how reliable that is. Let me know down in the comments. Does Redcloak Tonico seem like a good rare to build up for a free-to-play account? She sounds good. Plus, she's a Shadowkin. I need to embrace my love for the Shadowkin faction. We just need to summon a rare Force champion now for my challenge. Soon. TM, soon. You know what? 10 pull on my mystery shards. I need more food champions anyways. Come on, baby. Frozen Banshee. Give it to me. I still don't even have it on my main. No! Speaking of Shadowkins, I actually handpicked this month's download link for Raid Shadow Legends for myself and our community. So if you guys are interested in trying out a new batch of champions that you might not have on your main account, a new player, seasoned vet that wants a little bit of fun, download Raid with my link in the description. Getting yourself 4 champions with my link, plus a legendary promo code that you can use for a 5th one right off the bat. My link alone gets you 1 legendary, 3 epics. Corrado after the tutorial, Tigore at level 10, Ugo at level 20, and Vergus at level 30. From what I hear, Vergus is secretly a legendary champion in disguise. I don't have him on my main, so you know what I'm gonna do. Making another alt yet again. I don't have a problem, I swear. But if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as that'll help me out a ton as a smaller content creator. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!